Okay, alright. Let me just check my broadcast here real quick. My audio should be working. Based on what I'm seeing here, yes, it should. I'm hopefully trying to finish this today. Maybe even try to finish the other one today as well. I've been slacking. So, yeah, hold on. Let me check my audio real quick. Just make sure. Oh, snap! Ninja Diffusal guy. Oh, wow. Hello. Yo. Yo, yo. Yo. Alright. Just gotta make sure I pause my broadcast right here. Okay, there it goes. Alright, hey, so I'm gonna try to finish this today. So, yeah, quite a bit of work. Expecting probably a couple hours, probably. I'm trying to think what I'm gonna do. Let's start with this right here. FA. Hope everything's going alright with you, Diffusal guy. Just trying to flatten this right here. I might have to even shorten that maybe a bit. I don't know. Let me check my reference image here. I'm gonna probably kind of flatten on the side right here. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, you made it. Yep, you did. You indeed made it. I'm broadcasting earlier than usual, or later than usual, depending how you look at it. I'm going to go ahead and his eyes. I'm going to go and probably do this. I'm going to. Where is it? BIT for inserting a sphere, a cylinder. Where are you at? I'm gonna hold Alt. Oh my gosh, that's not good. What the heck? Oh no! I stretched the. No! How did I undo that? Oh, there it goes. I fixed it. I hope I did. Huh? It's 9:52 p.m. there. Oh, okay. Well, good. Oh, cool. All right. Yeah, if I was to record 6 hours later, you'd probably be asleep. Okay, that gives me a better idea. Why can't I? Oh, sorry. I'm trying to. There it goes. Okay. What I did here is that I made a negative of it, so I can go ahead and oh, what is it? That's why it's this weird object right here. It's like see-through yet not see-through, so that I can go ahead and subtract from it. I use Dynamesh. Nope, that's bad. Is that enough? Oh no! There it is. Try that again. The resolution isn't high enough, that's why. So I need to go to geometry. I need to cut that. I need to, not cut it, I need to raise the resolution to probably 100. Gives me a bit of a better idea right there for him. Let's see what it says. Oh, why did I decide to pose a little earlier than usual? It's just because I feel that when I start detailing, it's not like very complicated. I don't know. I feel. Why did I start to pose early? I think I just felt it would be easier to do it for just this project itself right now. I know normally I pose it later, but I felt like this was going to be too difficult to I guess I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. I just felt like it would be easier. I just want a higher resolution for this. Hold on. 125. Let's try that again. His eyes need to be larger. Hold on. How do I enlarge again? Yeah. Oh no. Alright, like that for now. That looks pretty decent right now. Okay, so now let me go ahead and go to this here. I'll probably just try to... I'm going to separate the fingers here because I'm going to resculpt the fingers. So let me go ahead and remove that. Let me remove this. Whoa. Whoa, come on. Wait, what happened here? Oh, snap, they're separate. Let me try that again. Let me go to... where is it at? It is my polygroup feature. Polygroup, where are you? AI, there it goes. Auto group, there it goes. Now I can separate the fingers because I'm going to delete them and I'm going to replace them because they're not pointy enough. It was just kind of there for mock-up. Alright there, let's go ahead and delete that. I was right, I was in the right tab. Geometry, modify topology. Let's go ahead and delete hidden. Alright, so now I'm going to go do a cube. The reason why I did that is so that I can easily kind of sculpt the geometry of it. I like change or modify. So let me see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably delete. I want it very box-like. I'm going to actually separate this into probably a separate. I'm going to split it. Just kind of deal with it a little easier, I guess. I don't know. I want to use dynamic subdivisions. Geometry. Not geometry. I was in the right one. Why do I keep doing that? Splits. Unmasked. Like that. Now, BZM is what I'm going to use. So I'm going to go ahead and just remove some of these edge loops here, and I'll add them back in if I need to. So I'm going to go ahead and shrink this down like this right here. Kind of like that. Then I'm going to go back to my edge loop right here. Because I'm going to start trying to make it the finger right here. I'm going to Q-mesh the poly. Kind of making this finger right here. Go ahead and mask. And then I'm going to go to here, center it, and kind of bring it out. Even shrink it right here a bit. Boom. Kind of like that. So see, it's much better, kind of like what it used to be, and should look pretty decent. Let me go ahead and go to my geometry. I'm going to dynamic subdivisions. So yeah, I can play around with a bit more, you know. I can always go ahead and mask here, and then I can always take this and bring it in. I can always fatten this end right here. But I'm just saying, so Super Saiyan. Oh, let's see. Yeah, what I'll probably do is I'll probably add a. Oh, oops, I have it masked. Probably add some edge loops here. It's a little too boxy now, but I can bevel these edges, I suppose. just for the sake, for my, I don't know. Let's see where this gets me. I'm not entirely sure. I'm just trying to get the shape right now. No, I feel like I should make his fingers more menacing. So let me undo all this here. I'm gonna extend the fingers much more than this. Move this, and then I need to mask that. Whoops, a daisy. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing where I'm gonna go ahead and add a edge loop, if it'll let me. Not bevel, it's insert again. I'm gonna Q mesh this. I'm gonna go ahead and oops. What if I divide it? No. I'm gonna go ahead and probably crease this. Sorry, it's just taking a while. But once I get this finger done, I could just duplicate it and all that good stuff. So crease, single poly. Kind of the right idea. Do crease just one edge, just to kind of get that. I can always sculpt and whatnot. Just checking my reference here again. You know, I'm gonna start probably working on the hand a bit right here. I'm probably gonna fuse these now at this point. Maybe except for this arm right here. I feel like this arm should be separate. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually split that. I'm doing a lot of splitting and separating. Go back to this finger right here. Kind of like that for now, I suppose. I was really gonna see how this looks. Why can't I turn it? This was a turn. Is it unlocked? Oh, it's unlocked. So I'm gonna do this right now. I want to duplicate this. I'm gonna go hide the original. Oh, oops, wrong thing. So I'm gonna go hide the original one, just so I can see the. I could have a mock-up of it real quick. Just kind of get an idea. So let me go ahead and check that out now. See, better than what it was before, I would say. Definitely better. Because I'm probably going to duplicate this arm again and just move it over here, move the fingers on over. That'd be a little easier. But let me go ahead. Go back to his face. I'm not happy with that still. I need to raise the resolution up even more. Might not be as fun as... Still so blocky. How high do I have to raise it? Oh, that's better. Better, I say. Now let me go ahead and mask. I'm going to make this a separate poly group here too. So I'm going to mask where his beak would be at. Because I'm going to shrink it down. I'm going to hide this real quick. So I want to be able to sculpt the beak and change it however I want, but oops. What I like to be able to do with some better. Oh wait, do I not? No, I have it on. I'm not going to duplicate this. I do a lot of duplicating for some reason. I don't know, just lately. I'm just going to undo this right here real quick. Just so that I have that still available so I can go back if I need to. Yeah, the beak needs to be a bit longer, especially right here in the front, which will be all fine and good and dandy once I... Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and turn on this here so you can see what's gonna happen. You know, you got the poly group here separated when I had masked it. Which is great. But it's right here. If I go to poly group, I do my group masked. Now I got the beak separate. But I'm gonna go ahead to the what is it called? The geometry, the Z remesher. I'm gonna smooth the poly group out here. I'm going to go ahead and keep groups here. I'm going to go to adaptive and let's say I keep it the same the best I can. Usually does a pretty good job with smoothing. Yeah, whatever. Could smooth that out. Oh boy. It's just because I want to be able to take this here and then be able to and be able to stretch it. Hold on. Oop. BMB. Smooth this out a bit right here. Go ahead and turn that down and try that again. Let's double that up real quick. Hold on. There you go, let's check it out. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and shrink this down a bit. You know, I'm gonna still probably, mess around with it a bit. Maybe even, don't want to say separate or split it. No, not again. BFA. I'm just gonna give his beak a little more of a. Just trying to. BDS. I guess I'm just trying to get something going. I don't want to be stuck. BFA. You know, it's just that I don't want to get. It happens sometimes where people just get stuck on doing something. You just got to keep going. I've been that's happened before. Trying to keep it going. Keep her going. Let me go to the cape here. Let me bring the head back of the bird demon thing. The shadow. Now I want to make these arms separate, I guess. Let me see, because I don't want to fuse this to the body, and I want to be able to have some BSL. Okay, dynamic. Let's go ahead and separate this right here. I'm gonna now let me split hidden. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something which is pretty cool. I'm going to, it's not super cool, but it's cool. Where I can move multiple subtools at once, which was like the more recent update to ZBrush. Like, not recent as in last year, but that's still pretty recent. Okay, that looks pretty good right there. Then I'm going to go to this here and select multiple subtools. Hide that, hide this and this. Now I'm going to pose it. Oh my gosh, the head is still selected. There it is. So I'm trying to go. Gotta move this back right here. I need to just reposition so I can turn this. Oh. So I can have the hands in the pockets later. Yeah, I can always resculpt and fix it. I just need to have it like this for now, I guess. There it goes. Check dynamics. So I just kind of, so right here it used to look like that with the hole in it, but then I dynamished it, closed it off. Now I'm probably going to have to start raising the resolution, so I'll have to go to my geometry option here and go to my Dynamesh. Right here I'm going to raise it up to maybe about maybe 100, why not? I'm gonna start probably detailing this soon here, so I'm gonna. Oh, I guess I also have to Dynamesh that real quick. Make that 100 as well. I just have to make sure I pull this into the. I'm also probably going to add the hands soon here, so I'm going to gotta make sure it goes into its pockets. Hold on. I'm still not happy with the. I need to group this right here real quick. So Ninja Diffusal, how's things going with you? Everything going alright? I know you mentioned the time which is like perfect, ideal. Maybe I should keep it. Ah! Oh yeah, your exam. Did you wait? Did you mention you had it was a physics, right? Physics. Is there a physics exam, or is that someone else? Or someone has some sort of physics. What is that I have here? Hold on. What is that? What is this geometry? What the heck? It's by itself. Alright, hold on. I got a little distracted because I'm like, what is this? I'm deleting that. Yeah, okay, you are the one that had the physics exam. Right now I'm just trying to pose the cape because right now it's just a piece of geometry that isn't really a 3D object. It's actually like flat. Was the test, I wouldn't say was the test easy, I'm just saying was it, do you know a lot of the answers? I guess it is the same as saying is it easy. You know, I'm going to do this, I'm going to duplicate, I'm going to hide the previous, I'm going to have a lot of subtools, man, it's going to be annoying later. Alright, let me go ahead and, I'm going to go to BZM here, I'm going to go to Q mesh all polys. Where is it at? All polys. Not polygroup all polygons. Add some thickness to the cape here. Actually, not just yet, because I don't like this right here. It's not. I'm not sure if you passed. Messed up a couple of formulas. Oh no. Well, can't do anything about it now. That's what I kind of like to say sometimes. Just you did it, and the thing is that if you stress about it, it does more worse than good because you can't do anything. Don't stress out because you can't do anything, but yeah. I'm just making sure the cape is good. Gonna add that point right here, better point. Alright, let me try that again. Yeah, hold on, sorry, I was just trying to, I know I keep undoing it, but I feel like this front part of his cape should be in more. Because I don't want him to be too broad. Also, it helps with printing. It'll make printing a lot easier. It's not just making printing easier, but it will also well, I hope you pass. Well, you studied, right? Q-mesh, mask. I'm on polygon options. Oops. Trying to go. There it goes. Now mask. Edge loop complete. Oh no. There it goes. Just kind of evenly distributing these polygons right here. It's getting there. It's getting there. Oh, you said it the day before. Oh, well. That happens. I'm not going to say I haven't done that before. I just click. Oh, oops. Sorry, I was going back and forth between my my sculpting software and YouTube. Just checking stuff real quick. Just trying to get this going. I would really like to finish this. Would really like to. There's no poly group here. That's why. That's gonna be annoying. So I'm gonna mask this right here, because the thing is that poly groups are just so important. Just when you do digital sculpting, it just makes it so much easier to control. So I highly recommend that if you do this, that you make sure you do that. So I'm just my favorite way of just poly grouping stuff is by masking it. It's probably would have to say it's like one of the easier ways of doing it. So easy kind of paint. So going back to right here, and then I go to, so you can see what's happening. Group masked. It's not very noticeable. Let me just make it a better color. There it goes. Now if I was to go ahead and maybe say B CB here, and also actually I'm gonna read Dynamesh this real quick. Or not a Dynamesh, Z-mesh. Keep groups. Let's say double. Why not? I can always reduce it. I want to smooth this out right here, so when I start inflating it, let's see how it looks. That's fine for now. Now, I'm going to go ahead and lighten that up right there, and I'm going to kind of poke these eyes in here. Not looking good right now, but BFA. Just for now. want to have to bring these eyes down a bit, so I'm gonna go. Probably even go to BPI and kind of pinch these kind of narrower. Close, get in there, get in there. For these characters here, it's kind of for fun. Yeah, not. But the funny thing is that when you do something for fun and you do it well, other people will want to have it as well. So someone actually wants this piece too. So it's. I have one person, but I know there's a few other people that would be interested in this. So kind of when I do something, I want to do something where it gets attention in a sense. Oh crap! I forgot. Hold on. Yeah, normally I I pose this in I sculpt this in like T pose, so I could keep it pretty consistent. But oh well. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So as I was saying, this was kind of for fun. At the same time, kind of like yeah. I guess it was for fun. I don't want to say it was kind of, but it was for fun because I didn't have anyone commission me this at the time. And same with the other ones too, which I want to probably do today as well. So if I could finish this one, I'd like to do the other ones too. Something that looks like originally I was going to do for 2 hours. I might have longer. This is going to be one long broadcast. I guess I should start sculpting the clothing patterns and such. That's what I have to do. That's why it kind of looks strange because I just have to start going and sculpting. Normally I don't do this I don't usually do free form. Normally when I used to do free form kind of sculpting, it was when I was doing traditional sculpting. It's kind of strange kind of doing it in digital when I've always had I never really had to do that, that's the thing. So right now I'm just trying to sculpt kind of the forms right here, bulking it up, kind of going zigzag patterns, kind of trying to make the clothing here. I'm not too worried about the bottom part. It doesn't have to be flat. When I fuse it together and everything, it'll be fine later. I don't know. Just gotta do it. They always have this like this. Stuff here. Always just kind of go. It's like a zigzag kind of pattern here. I can always pull this up if I need to or not. That's the nice thing about it. It's got a crease here in the pants. Whenever there's a bend, whatever, there's got to be a crease. There's this fold here, so I'm gonna also deflate this here a bit. Right now I'm not really tell you the truth. The more uneven is, the more detail, because pants, especially these kind of pants, they tend to be a very thin kind of fabric, so they're very form-fitting to the person, at the same time very easy to crease. It's like a tracksuit or something, I guess. It's gotta have these pockets here too. Then I'm gonna add the hands. Oh shoot, I forgot. Well, I don't need geometry on, I guess, for this right here. Switch to the arm right here. I'm gonna just keep symmetry on for this part right here. The arms look kind of bad right now, but don't worry, that will all change. What the heck happened there? Hold on. Try that again. Okay, I was like, I want to turn dynamic on because it's a little distracting here. I'm gonna bring this out right here for the wrist, then flatten. Then I'm gonna go ahead and actually add a cube because I don't need fingers at all, except for I think I need a thumb. Yeah, I need a thumb sticking out of the pocket. So I'm gonna go to trying to think, what was it? BT? No, BIT. There it goes. It takes a while for me to remember. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna smash this down. I'm gonna bring this into it. So I'm gonna fuse this. I'm not too concerned about. Now I need to make sure though I have it positioned just right though for his pockets. Oh, yeah, I can't wait for it either. It's kind of cool when yeah, to have it digital and then 3D printed. It's like it still surprises me. I feel like it doesn't usually get old. Like it's not as strong, but it doesn't like get old. It's not as like surprising, but still quite noticeable. I wanna oops, what did I just do right there? I wanted. Oh, that's why that's happening. It's because I have symmetry on. What the heck? What the heck, man? Why is it like that? Hold on. Oh, I guess that's just. Well, that's weird. Okay. I'm fine with that. Oh, that's why. Just trying to shrink this down right here. Right now the pockets are a little off. I might have to raise. I feel like I don't want to make his arms too long though. Maybe I do have to though. Oh, come on. Oh, okay, good. It's still good. So I might have to bring it down like that, maybe, and then I'll dynamesh that, and then. No, before I do that, let me make sure. Wait, what the heck is going on here? Oh, there it goes. I was to say there. It's not centered on the wrist, which doesn't really affect, but I can always, you know, sculpt it. I'd rather save myself the hassle. Now let's do that, and then I think I put too much bend. I like having the wrist bent a lot for some reason. Try that again here. I'm gonna pose in the wrist right here a second. Uh-oh. That's fine for now. CB. Well, yeah, it is pretty cool. Yeah, sorry, I didn't see that earlier, but yeah, it is pretty cool to have it kind of come to life. It like, especially the first time I did it, man, it was like pretty crazy. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing with this right now. Hold on. I feel like his torso might be a little too long. I might have to do this BMV. Turn on symmetry on for this. Just kind of pull this up right here. No, that's fine right there. Well, if you want, there's some 3D printers that are actually pretty decent that are not that bad in price. You get some for like $300 or $400. I would say $400 is a pretty safe bet for actually a pretty decent printer. I'm gonna probably hide this cape. The cape is kind of distracting. I can't see my overall figure, so. I've been doing a lot of switching back and forth actually between the models. I don't like his back right here. I want to be. The thing though, even though there's monsters, this guy's like a shadow creature or something. Just like it still's got to have certain kind of anatomy to it to add kind of like realism. You know, like even heck, you know, monsters have anatomy still, you know, to make them seem real. So I have to make sure it feels like this is a being that can exist, and a lot of time that has to do with the human form. Kind of like sometimes when I just pull and things like that, I just want to kind of go with it. Kind of get this stretch, elasticity, I suppose. dynamic right here real quick. It's gonna be a crazy print. Just want to bring the kind of chest out. Doesn't even have to be like pecs. It just has to be something that just kind of like indicates like some sort of anatomy. Kind of like a rib cage. And it tends to be quite menacing when you do that. We're going to separate this hand. I want to keep that. I want to be able to fuse these two, so I'm going to... I'm not too sure if I want to have this arm here, because in the picture I'm using... Oh, yeah, let's see. Oh, a job. Yeah, definitely. I have to say that is pretty important. Well, there's some free software. The company that the software I'm using, the company, they do have a free version. Or the free version is never like the, it's not as good as the full version, but it's a sample. I need to make sure I save every so often. I feel like it's gonna crash on me sometime, so I need to. Sorry, you may not be able to see it, but if the screen turns white, that means I'm probably saving or accessing a file. I split the file. I split it, right? I split hidden. Okay, good. Let me go to Dynamesh now, because I have it. My Dynamesh is set to keep groups on, which keeps everything separate from itself, so it doesn't fuse. So if I go to Dynamesh, turn groups off, and then I turn my it fused it, so I can have more seamless sculpting. I have to say the free sculpting is kind of feels free. Like I don't feel like just want something kind of, I want him to be kind of a lanky, kind of creepy kind of anatomy. I know he's not supposed to be very human-like, but he's very shadowy. But there's been times though. I just kind of wanted to really kind of pop. Not too much anatomy, just something that's just kind of lanky, kind of menacing. Something monster-like. There it goes. I'm thinking, okay, let's do this. I want to try to... Oh, by the way. Yeah. Yeah, it was. The last video, yes. I saw you pop up and then you were like not there. I was like, are you there? Are you there? It's actually, you know what? It is actually kind of fun actually having it already posed. It's actually, but the thing is that the reason why I usually have it done in T-pose first is usually because of recycling purposes. In a sense, it's reusing purposes. It's so that I can reuse the model later. I can repose it, because what happens is when it's left like this, I can reuse it later, and it's kind of sucks. Kind of want the spine to kind of be the high point. So I'm gonna draw this out right here. maybe even VMV, move this part in a bit. Have a tapered waist. And then bring this in maybe. Kind of fill this in a bit right here. This is looking good. I want to add more to the rib cage though, so I want to hide this part. This part is distracting. I want to hide this arm here too. You'd be surprised, like adding these little slight changes, you know, the anatomy and everything. Like what the difference can make on actually the overall form and figure. It's more relatable, as I said before, more realistic. Kind of. I love this brush, by the way. Just kind of gives an idea for a kind of like flow. It's very universal. It's very organic. It's a very organic brush. Just kind of drawing this up on here. It's clay. If you ever, it's clay buildup brush. If you're ever using. Or using ZBrush at all, just know that. So I'm just trying to map out where the rib cage would be at. Because what happens is rib cage, see, it's kind of like that shape right there. So I'm trying to keep it consistent here and around, and kind of taper it off here, which then, you know, smooth and whatnot. I'll smooth it out here, but it's just kind of get the overall kind of shape. It's the form that's important. Like, it doesn't have to be like super detailed, but it's that factor that makes a difference. Okay. I remember, as I said before, I could always make a poly group. I'm not trying to add too much anatomy. You know, it's kind of slowly over time kind of does add. I don't want to end the broadcast. But what I might do is I might switch over. I do want to finish this. Don't get me wrong. I want to finish this, but sometimes just I need to take a break from the piece. What happens is it's called like having a fresh eye. It's pretty important to keeping your eye, like my artistic eye, like unbiased is, I guess, what essentially is what it is. Come on, switch. I need to make sure I can switch. That's another thing. That's why polygroups are so important. You can switch between limbs, especially just when you're sculpting the pose. Oh, by the way, for the tablet, you can get one for like $70, like the one I'm using. It's not like the best tablet. It really is. It's like it doesn't have a screen or anything. I'm looking at my computer screen. And over time, you get used to it. You know, I'm gonna, since this is the same on the other side, I'm just gonna turn symmetry on. Whatever happens over there will happen on this side. Whatever. Let's see how it works out. Kind of create some kind of like pockets right here. Now remember, it won't be exactly perfect since I have posed this leg already, but I can always resculpt that a bit later. Let's go back to here. I'm going to start making a thumb to go alongside of this right here. So B-I-T. I always like to insert stuff. Move, turn this on. For the time being, I'm just using this cube here. Oh, oops, I forgot. I forget it. Mask that right there. And I was gonna kind of angle that for now. So I'm gonna I'm trying to shrink this down right here and then pull this out, and then now I'll fuse it just so that I have an idea for a thumb. I'll probably have to widen this a bit right here. Oh, no wonder it's not centered. There it goes, kind of. Now this is where the sculpting comes in, of course, to try to fix the weirdness. Not exactly perfect, so I need to sculpt and fix. The wrist needs to be right here, the bone. I'm switching this to this right here. Sort of flesh out the hand. It's not looking good right now, but that's how it always starts. What's just bothering me here is just the fact it doesn't look like an arm. That's better. That's better. Ah, okay. I was a little concerned there for a moment. Coolio. No, something is just bothering me though here, so I'm gonna. I think it's this back part right here. It doesn't seem like it's enough. It's too narrow. So I'm gonna see if I can do this. There's a feature. If I can just position this right. Let me make sure it's somewhat centered along the axis of his face, right about here. Because what I'm going to do is it's a setting here. I don't use it much. It's a deformer here. So basically, what I can do is I can actually taper and whatnot the it's pretty cool. Oops. Kind of just kind of seeing what I did, what I've done to it so far. It's better, I would say, I think. I hope. I really like this tool, by the way. I think it's better than what it used to look like. I'm gonna probably accept this. I kind of want to stay away from trying to trying to make copies of it. Well, I do feel like his head is quite large. I can always shrink it down. It's just a matter of the proportions of it. I always pull these eyes down or something. Another time. I just feel like there's not enough point with his hair, so I'm gonna go to BFA here. But dynamic, and let's go ahead and start sharpening these. Oh shoot, I don't have symmetry on. Let's start. They remind me of like Dragon Ball Z hair almost. You know, I could always make these a little better or whatnot later. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get as close as being finished with this as I can. Oh, what the heck happened here? What the? Ah, crap! I know what happened. That's not a good piece of geometry I want. It's when I elongated the gosh dang it all. Okay, I can fix that later. What I'm going to do is I'm probably going to just end up dynamishing it. So I'm going to get it as close as I want. And also, I think this is hidden under the neck already, right? Kind of. Okay, it's not that bad. It's not as bad as I thought. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. BCB. Let's go ahead and start resculpting back to sculpting the pants, I suppose. Like these pants are always like the pants are always like bunched up here at the bottom. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of I'm gonna turn dynamic back on. Start kind of base when I see here, just kind of like tracing like kind of the form, the shape. Hey, I'm trying to separate this. There it goes. So I can see the importance of polygroups. Now it goes around here where there's a piece here. And then I'm gonna kind of emphasize this here. I want to make this kind of large too, the overall size. What do you think the size should be for this? Just wondering. What do you think? You know, funny thing, sometimes like the right thing is not exactly the atomical or correct thing to do for these things, these figures. Pretty interesting. Oh shoot. There's a button on the side of my mouse my tablet pin that I accidentally press sometimes. Oh, I'm talking about the size of the overall figure is what I'm talking about. So if I was to go back, what do you think would be a good size for this? Sometimes I like to go like collector size, which is like, I'd say about like 10 inches tall. I should bring his leg back. So it's getting there. You know, I'm slowly going to build up and then I'll add the lines to it and everything and the sleeve. And I'll detail the cape. Oh, this might take me a little longer than I expected to finish this figure. So I was thinking like 10 inches. Like, so basically the tip of this would be 10 inches tall from not the bottom of this right here, but the bottom of this area right here, like where it connects to this base right here. Because I can always cut that off. I think 10 inches would be pretty menacing in the sense. He'd be what, about 8 inches tall, the character right here? That's about 2 inches right here from top of here to here. I can actually figure out like the height, the size I want by just, if I make a box around all of it. I could always measure with the transpose tool. Yeah, if I want to go crazy with like the size of this, because 12 inches is pretty big. I find collector size for figures tend to be about, you know, people like collecting items around about 10 to 12 inches tall. Where it's not too crazy big, but it's like, it's still something that stands out. Like Sideshow Collectibles, they have statues that are like 18 inches or all that. So I'm like, dude, like, what are you gonna do with all that? It takes so much space. It's gonna collect so much dust, and you just have this big old object lying around. I feel like this is like a good little, it's like explain it. It's just nice to have. All right. These fingers are bothering me because I'm gonna not merge. Oh, what was I gonna do? That's right. I was gonna polygroup it. I was gonna auto group because it'll let me. There it goes. I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate. I'm gonna actually duplicate this. I'm gonna make sure I save. File, save as, boom, yes. I'm gonna go ahead and do something that may cause it to crash just because of all this stuff I have. It's very rare nowadays that it crashes, but I just like to be careful. There it goes. I just duplicated the fingers here so I can go ahead and normally it'd be just easier if I just duplicate the arm, but oh well. Now, as I said before, I'm not too sure if I want this arm here still, but it's just kind of a maybe. Because what I might do later on, so I'm gonna hide this real quick. Oh, that's right, since I have dynamic on and it's not the final thing, it turns back into these blocks. I was thinking about having this separate here and just having flames come off the side. Do I have it in my... No. I'm going to show All Might real quick. No, that's not right. No. I don't think I have his stuff selected. Hold on. No, that was when I was trying to make her one time. Nope. Okay, I don't. Apparently, I don't have the image selected to show you guys what I'm trying to make. But he has like flames. So if I was to go to this arm here, let me go ahead and hide this. It's supposed to be like flames right here alongside, so it's only one arm. Like there's supposed to be like these flames, which I might actually go ahead and do. For the time being, I'm gonna put arms be, let's say the snake hook brush. Okay, it's because what I'm gonna do, what I would probably do is I would probably kind of pull this up right here, kind of like a flame kind of deal. I'm not gonna keep it, but just for like the time being here. Just kind of like some kind of flame deal. It'd be better, but this is something I'm just kind of throwing together right here. The snake hook brush is great for flames, I would say. Kind of bulk this up right here for the base of the flame. Smooth it out a bit. a bunch of forks right now, but I can always pull and move it down so it looks a lot better. Pull this out more to have some. I'm trying to think, like, I'll put more detail and stuff into it, but it's not like it's final for the flames and all that stuff. Needs more filler in between. I call it filler, but I don't know. Well, I think it's maybe too high over here. So if I was to pull this down, then maybe. I think what's throwing it off is seeing the hand on the side here. Yeah, that's what's throwing it off. It's not too bad. I'm used to the one arm aspect right now, but not close to the having the flames on one side. It'll make the printing a lot easier. Especially easier. I'm gonna go ahead and probably duplicate this right here just for future reference. I'm gonna go ahead and undo all of this right here. Then we'll bring the arm back. There's this right here, which as I said before, I'm pretty used to, but I think it's because it has that kind of dramatic arm back ready to kind of do something, while this, the arm is still visible. Those fingers though are so distracting. I'm gonna have to geometry. It's just for a comparison right now. Let me see. Or delete. I just want to do a comparison here. So I have this here, which isn't bad actually. I think kind of balances in the sense, like there's a lot of, when it comes to arts in general, you just gotta know balance. So I could always sculpt the detail of the fire swirling and everything later. kind of stuck. But I think I might go for something like this. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think I should go for a kind of fire thing? It's not gonna be like this. It's gonna be better if I was to go this route, or should I go back to kind of this route here with the? Hold on, sorry, I'm trying to go back to it. Oh boy, that's not what I wanted. Kind of with the arm back kind of deal. Dealio. No? Not sure? Alright. Alright, so back to sculpting him again. So I'll keep that body visible. As I start doing that, I'll probably work on the cape. I kind of want to work on the cape now. I'm going to go ahead and I do a lot of duplicating with this. It might not be a good habit to do. Find the cape. Here it is. Let's duplicate the cape. Let's move this here. Let's go ahead and, the cool thing about all this is I can always return it back to. I want to make the cape reasonably thick because I can always thin out the edges. It can be kind of hard to actually thicken it later. So I'm going to go ahead and probably dynamesh this now. I'm not looking to keep it super clean because I will be giving creases to it. The body is, I still did not bring the body back. There it goes. So I'll be switching back and forth, trying to get CB. Let's go ahead and start kind of adding this kind of look here. Swirly kind of pattern here. Come on up right here. Like a shadow that is trying to leech from him. Or it's coming from whatever it is. BDS. Okay, put that there. Let's go ahead and start using this brush here for those wrinkle patterns, I suppose. Kind of a cross hatching kind of zigzag. Hide this. Hide your kids, hide your wife. Okay. Oh. Oculus Medium. Oh, the Oculus. No, I don't have an Oculus, but I've seen those. That's pretty cool, though. Hello, who's it? Joseph B. Hello, what's up? I've seen it. I'm tempted. I just don't have the one. I don't have the excess cash for the Oculus and everything. My computer is not beefy enough to deal with that. I can't do virtual reality. But really, like, so far, I heard people say they enjoyed it, and it's like a hands-on experience, being able to kind of like get a realistic sense. It's I've overall just heard good stuff about it. I haven't heard anything really negative that it's been, I want to say, easier to work with. Well, I have my Dynamesh turned off. Hold on. No, it's not off. Why is this not? Oh, that's why. It's because it's hidden. There it goes. It's I just haven't tried it yet. It's just I don't know. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm sure it works great. It just hold on, sorry. I'm trying to focus here. I'm trying to. Right now, I feel like what I'm doing here now is pretty much like. I'm not saying it's the same. I'm just saying that it's just I just haven't seen like a. Oh my gosh, I can't focus. Trying to think of my answer at the same time. My brain is in two different places right now. But I do want to answer your question. Hold on. I just want to. I just haven't felt there's like much of a difference in it. It's not like a high priority for me to get right now at the moment. But I wouldn't not want to get it. That's right. Wouldn't mind trying it. No. I have a FDM or just fused fabrication one. So you know, hot glue gun kind. Now I have thought about resin, but I just don't like dealing with resin. I feel like I'm gonna make a mess out of it. Don't get me wrong. I know that it could be fast, could be high precision. There's ones that are reasonable prices, but I had one time. I was just never got around to using it. I just like also it's much cheaper. I'm sure it takes a while longer. I'm not sure you have to do some cleanup, but just I've been happy with the FDM printers. Haven't had I feel like I haven't had problems with them. Oh yeah, I was gonna dynamesh this real quick. Sorry, let me see. Oh yeah, it kind of is, but I like to. Oh shoot! What am I? Oh shoot! Uh-oh. I'm like, why am I not sculpting? The pin tip fell out. Hold on. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. I tried my pin was going lower than usual. I'm like, and then it wasn't sculpting. The tip of it popped off. There it goes. Are you modeling? Well, sometimes I do that. Sometimes I model. I try to make sure I use the least amount of supports. That's where when I cut the model to pieces on this, and then I export it into the slicing software to minimize support material. So also to keep the resolution better, you know, or the quality, surface quality a lot better. But it's not all that bad. It's it's not crucial if I have to use support material for it. I don't mind using support material. But it'd be nice if I could just reduce the amount because it reduces the print time. But in this case, the way the whole printing thing is supposed to work is that it's not supposed to be oops, hold on. The way it's supposed to work with just sculpting in general and 3D printing is that you're supposed to be able to you know, finish a project, get it printing. You're not going to be waiting next to your printer the whole time. So also, I'm not too worried about this side of the arm, by the way, since it will be hidden. So I might even just have this like be a block of just plastic, whatever, because no one will be like, let me look underneath. I suppose. I don't know. I might put something here to make sure it's cut off or something. It's not as distracting. It'd be like a dark shadow. Oh, what's slicer? I use Simplify 3D. You gotta use Simplify 3D. Cura I find very limited. Simplify 3D is nice because I feel it's very free in a sense. Let me go to I need to start sculpting the cape. I need to work on both forms back and forth. Let me go ahead to geometry and go to Dynamesh. That's a little too well. I guess that's not a bad thing. I could always smooth out. All right, I'm gonna start. Probably inflate, B-I-N, or inflate, just to kind of bring this out right here. BFA, let's go ahead and flatten this here. Yeah, it is the best, yeah. Like, it's so nice. I kind of recommend it to them. I send to their support. Like, I doubt they're going to really do anything about it. But what I want to feature, that I want to have, is a feature where when it gets to a surface, when you have support material, right? And it gets to a surface that it prints it at a lower prints it not a lower resolution, but a higher resolution. So, like, you know how it is where if you want your to have like minimal damage to the surface quality of between the transition of support to the actual model, it'd be nice if they can go ahead and increase the resolution so there's very minimal space, because you have to switch it to 150 millimeters or microns, 150 microns, to be able to have good quality still. So I would like it to be able to I don't want to like be able to customize the resolution settings the regular way. It'd be cool to just have something to support options where, oh, if you're gonna would you like to have your resolution or your model, whatever, go to this when connecting from support to your model, and click yes, and you can select your resolution. But yeah, hold on. I'm checking something right here real quick. Oh, sorry. Okay, so as I was saying, hold on, I need to hide this bird guy real quick. I'm trying to sculpt a cape, and he's just kind of getting in the way here right now. So I'm gonna just hide this. I'll keep his head there still. Actually, I need to hide the head. Sorry. Bye. There it goes. Sorry, not sorry. But no, it's I just wish they had that feature, because it would help a lot. Like, be able to print something large and not have to worry about too much surface cleanup, maybe. But surface cleanup is not that hard. I have my own kind of method with cleaning it up, by heating it and using a hot tool. It's really quick and easy actually to patch it up. It's not all that bad. Oh crap. Oops. Oh, you make miniatures. I see. Miniatures are kind of a nice thing too, because as I was saying earlier, I'm not sure if you were here, is that When I make a model, I like to kind of make it so that it's like not crazy big, but like collector size in the sense, not so where it's gigantic, but something that people just have. You know, and I kind of feel miniatures are kind of that thing where you have kind of like someone's artwork and it's just kind of small, so it's easier to collect. And that's where you need a resin printer. There's no excuse, almost no excuse for that. Unless when you're making miniature, unless it's like terrain, like big terrain, then you don't have to worry about that too much. Just trying to smooth this out. When I dynameshed it, it kept a lot of the polygon polygon shapes. That's what dynamesh does. It tries to, depending on your resolution. Not too bothered by it though. Oh yeah, that's another thing too. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you with that as well. It'd be nice instead of having those big old things if they had more like in order to do that you have to go actually into mesh mixer and do that. I've actually thought about doing that. I just haven't. It's just easier for me to say I want to just this and just go. Because the time it takes me to do all that could have been the time invested into just having it just print. I'd have to agree with you with that right there. It would be nice. Trying to see how this is working right here. Okay, so basically this is splitting here, which then I'll sculpt this in right here. Right now I'm just trying to sculpt so I keep it like that right there. Yeah, just like you just have to. Mesh Mixer is what I know that you can go ahead and add those tree-like supports. You tell what to do, and you can always you can always patch it up later. But yeah, I want to finish this on here. I do want to finish this. I think I have to have my eyes take a break from this. Because okay, so what I'm gonna do is this. Okay, so I'm gonna continue sculpting. I probably will continue sculpting for like 4 more hours. 4 more hours probably, but I'm gonna switch to another piece. And then I'll switch back to this one. I'm probably going to go back to All Might from the same show. Hold on. I just need to bring back all my parts of it so I can just see how it looks like overall. It's getting there. It looks a lot better than when I started today. Alright. So let me go ahead and I'm going to save this file, save. I'm going to make a couple different save files. There it goes. Quick save. So this is what it looks like so far. I want to say I would call it finished. I mean, it's not finished, of course. I'm just saying, like, in terms of like percentage, it's complete. I would say it's probably 90%, 85% maybe. Like in terms of like almost having it like done. Like I have to add some small little details here and there, but it's getting there. I probably have to add some final little details. Make it a little more defined, whatnot. I'll probably copy and paste this arm back over on this side so it's consistent. Or I go for the flame effect. I could have 2 different ones if I want. Alright, I'm gonna take a break from this one. I'm gonna hop on over to All Might. Need a. Oh, this is something I was working on too. Let me show you real quick. Something I've been meaning to finish. I already saved changes, so I don't need to save anymore. This is from. I need to fix his face. His face looks funny. So it's getting there. It's still rough. It's from Avatar: Last Airbender, or Legend of Korra, I should say. Then I have this piece right here, which is another one. It's pretty much done. It's from Avatar: Last Airbender. He's supposed to be breathing fire. So I was changing the fire last second. I have to bring this, wrap this around him as well. And then here's All Might. No, this does not save changes. Thank you, Joseph. Alright, All Might, okay. All Might actually will let me. Alright, so I'm pretty sure a good thing I have actually All Might is this guy. So I got pretty far with him last time I recorded this. I want to change the title here real quick. All Might. Okay, good. Alright, so I'm gonna, usually I start like this. I T-pose, I sculpt it. Then I save it as a separate file, which then I pose later, just because I could just reuse the file again, of the character. Whoops-a-daisy. Wait, did I touch the feet on, or the feet separate? Oh, feet separate still. Hold on, I had the wrong thing selected here. I need to open my file here real quick of my picture library. Hold on. Wait. Oh, okay, good. I did switch it. So hold on. There it is. Yeah, what I do is, the cool thing is, say I think I did this example last time. You know about the light boolean actions, right? I slice the model up into pieces to optimize them for 3D printing with less support material and better surface quality. So, whoops-a-daisy. So I turn this on here. I could cut it in half like this. I could have the legs printed separately, or I could print it upside down. In this sense, I don't have all the support material here, and I cut off at the ankles and have a key for them. Let me go ahead and, I can cut it right here, which is nice. I can make a key for it, which was in my my example last time. So this is what I would do. I would do that, then I have a key for it. And, this would be support material here, of course, if it was printed upside down. Have it cut at the ankles right here, and then have the base printed with the feet, with a key, which I could always, melt together when I clean it up, rather than just using glue. And just resculpt it real quick to fuse it properly. And then, I could always reinvert this right here. Oops. And have this printed as another piece here, but the arms would be cut off separately, where, say, if I was to, rotate it here, I could always cut that off right there. Have the arm cut off and have a key for that right there as well, and then I could glue later. But in this case, I think I'll be printing it maybe in 2 pieces, maybe 3, just for the sake of resolution. But I cut that right there, do the same thing with the other side, make a key for it. And then, yeah, so let me undo all that right there. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Oh. Oh, do I? Oh, slice them up to pose them. Okay, yeah. So that what I did just mention is that's what I do to like for 3D printing. But what I do sometimes for posing them is I lower the resolution of the model and then I project the details onto it, which then I can switch between the subdivisions. But cutting it up it also works as well. Like the same process I do for the 3D printing, I would probably do the same as well. So instead of, you got this here where you can always drag and that, and you can always move this here, lighten it up a bit, and then you could pose it, and resculpt it. Move the arm back. Hey, oh, that's not even in the right spot. Kind of like this right here, and then you always resculpt fix up the details of it. But it's much easier than having to make the model from scratch again and then just making the character again. So I keep it T-pose until I'm ready. Let me go back to always very beefy. I want to keep him like it's pretty cool. It's kind of a fun kind of thing to sculpt, just muscular. Gotta hide this part real quick here. Wanna just gotta bring this muscle out right here, the shoulder blade here, and then bring this over. This is right. This muscle should be like this. CB. Oh, sorry. I'm get focused again. Yeah, big anatomy is fun. The superhero anatomy. Like I won't say it's hard to control, but it's just fun to just kind of like started adding the muscles and details, and your character ends up looking gigantic. It's super fun. Just trying to define here and there. All Might is all about his might. It's pretty. This isn't looking right here. Since it is the forearm here, I need to make sure this bone right here is to that right there. Then bring this in right here. It's just a lot of small little tuning up, especially trying to he has very shapely muscles. I would like to keep them that way. They're kind of boxy, box-like, so I'm gonna try to keep them that way too. So that's kind of the challenge. I'm gonna try to flatten this right here and it's pretty fun. Like I like the flatten tool that what's that tool called? Hold on, the BT, the trim adaptive tool or the trim dynamic is pretty fun. It gives a pretty cool plane feature. It looks kind of flattened brushes gives such a cool little like look to the models. Let's see, got that. I was gonna start working on his costume. I was gonna make that eagle thing. It looks like. What is that? Try to check his belt here real quick. Sorry, I'm not sculpting right now. I'm not sure what dimension his belt is right now. Actually, hold on. Like, I should have when I was watching the anime. I should have taken screenshots of him. But of course, I do that too late. No, that's not looking right. Hold on. Keep it wide and then I'll taper it off. Oh, humbug. I'll just keep it like that for now, whatever. Alright. Let's go to the belt here. I'm gonna go ahead and insert that cube. No, that's not what I'm trying to do. Oh, that's weird. Oh, no wonder I don't have symmetry on. There it goes. It took a while longer. I wanted it to. So I'm making this belt buckle of his. Oops. Oopsie daisy. Did it again. There it goes. Hold on. Boom, boom. Bada bing, bada bang. Bring this belt in now. There, alright. Ay. It's kind of like that, okay. You know, I can always change it later. Just for the time being, I think that's good. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm going to add some edge loops here. I'm going to make the crease of his belt. So let's go ahead and do that. So BZM, Z modeler. I really, I said it last time, but I really need a. Let's gotta insert multiple edge loops right here. Is that enough? Wait, how many do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it goes. So as I was saying about the is that good? Hold on. No, that's too many. Uh-oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is going on here? Oh, no. What's the geometry? Oh, no. I was hoping it was the other way. Ah. I hate that. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do is... Let me see where the belt goes. Alright, what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to have to redo that. I'm going to have to... I have to hide the edges. I have to delete them. Hold on. So I'm going to have to delete these. Because so that keep the geometry going. There it goes. Now I should have an issue when I try that again. Oh, come on. There it goes. There it goes. Okay, nice. Now it should be fine. Let's try that again now. Go ahead and increase. Well, actually, let me polygroup this all. Whoa, what the? Oh, I missed it. Okay, well. That doesn't bother me. Oh, what the? Oh, this is all off. Ah, yeah, isn't that annoying? I must have accidentally... oh, I have local symmetry on, that's why. Having local symmetry, when you enlarge and mess around with it, what happens, it causes it to become off-center when you scale it or whatever, so that's not hard to fix. Let me go ahead and fix that right now, actually. Let me turn mirror and weld. Let me go to mirror and weld. I want to do a quick save here. Oh, I have undo history saved or turned on, huh? It's gonna take a while. Whoops a daisy. I want to turn that off. Let's try All Might 3, I'll call it. There you go, that saved pretty fast. Alright, so let's see how it's looking so far. Alright, it's looking alright so far. Let me go ahead and mirror and weld this. Alright, so what I need to do is I need to mask this. There it goes. Now it's all centered and nice. Let me just double check everything. And I'm not too concerned about the back part. The back part of this belt buckle right here. Now I'm going to do some IT right here. Oh, the thing that is a little off is I would say the top of his belt right here probably, but it's fine. So let's go ahead and start adding. It looks like an owl, but it's not an owl. It's so strange. You know what? Maybe I don't have to do that. Maybe I can just go ahead and extrude the. Oh, what the heck? Why is this? There it goes. That was weird. Alright, let's do this. I'm going to go ahead and, instead of sculpting separately, I'm going to slide this point over down. I'm going to add some other edge loops. Oops. That may be too many. I'm going to... Oh boy. There it goes. Oh, okay. It's not working. I'm just single edge loop. Single edge loop that. Okay. Kind of the idea I'm trying to go for right here. No, it is not. Bad me. No. Like that right there. That's better. Now I can go ahead and start adding these edge loops. Just slowly kind of shape them. I hope I'm not boring anyone. Go ahead and insert the edge loop here. I'm not too concerned with the I'm not too concerned about the side geometry. It's like it's gonna so I'm not too concerned about this, you know, like it's not like I'm trying to make this for a game or anything. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, you know, extract this in a moment. Then I'll bring this to a higher resolution and why'd that pop? Right, there it goes. Alright, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and polygrip this. Go ahead and probably extract this. Q mesh the polygroup all. You know, for his belt here, well, I don't think it'd be that much of an issue. I was thinking about maybe printing it maybe separately and then connecting it so it doesn't have this overhang, which will be very ugly here at the tip. That's fine. I'm going to probably go ahead and try Q meshing this edge. No. No, that's not what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to go ahead and mask this edge right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably add another... So watch this. I'm going to insert an edge loop. What the freaking heck? Come on. Oh, end set. I'm trying to... Oops. I'm like, why is it not working? I clicked the wrong one. So then I can go ahead and then mask this one edge. I did edge loop complete. Gosh dang it all. I'm going to transpose. What the heck? Let's do the single edge. I can always slide it together too, so let's do that, and then let's go ahead and start making the eye part of his belt. Now it's going to be smoother, you know. I'll crease the edges here so that this is more of a smoother transition. I think for just time's sake, instead of just doing all that, let me just do the inserts. Let's do an insert sphere. I'm just going to throw that in there and then elongate, and then pull this back, maybe flatten a bit. Whoa, that's not right. Kind of like that. Say boom. No modeling needed. Although that needs to be pulled back a bit. It's sticking out too much. Good for now. Alright, let's see. Alright, so that part, let's go for the back belt buckle now. It's pretty simple. I think it's just a pentagon in the back. Yeah, it is. So I'll do the same thing. I'll go ahead and insert a Q cube. This one should be faster. Right here, I'm gonna. I like to have some, like half the geometry inside the model. So when I Q mesh it, well, not Q mesh it. When I what's it called? Sorry, I'm trying to. What the heck? Oh! No, I know. That's right. Sorry, it was like... So, So the cool thing, let me go ahead and demonstrate something here for the people that are kind of, I guess, new, I suppose. Not BZM. I thought that this is always a fun way to, you know, handle issues with this where you want to have a flat surface here on the edge. You know, it's called a line. And I connect, click one edge. Oh, actually, hold on. Let me turn dynamic on here. Actually, no, just to make it easier. Well, I guess I should demonstrate for time being. Let's align this edge with this edge right here. Oh, it's not working. What the heck? Okay, let me just delete this. There it goes. Let's try that again. Let's try a line. Click this edge, and you click this edge. Why is it? Wait, what? This edge. It's not working for some reason. Hold on. Usually it works. Maybe I shouldn't have mentioned it until I've got a little better with it. But usually the way it works is you click one edge. Let's try that again. It's not working. That's not good. One. Alright, hold on, okay. Let me try that again. Usually what happens is it snaps this. I did it with the other figure. It's not working for some reason. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So yeah, what happens is I guess it doesn't work when you have your you have anything masked or you have anything hidden. But see right there, so it used to be like this here. Now say you don't want to delete this, maybe it has some sort of important geometry. You click the line by clicking one edge and the other edge, it will straighten the edge out. So even if there is edge loop to that position right there. But the easier way of just doing that in this case, I just have to just delete this. That would have been fine. But I just wanted to do that. Just trying to line this right here. There it goes. It's a little off. I could always fix that. I don't know what happened there. What happened to the belt right there? Why is it like that? I'm trying to find the point where... Okay, whatever. I'll fix it another time. Alright, I think that's good right there. So that means the belt is pretty much done. You know, I'll clean it up and whatnot, but that's the general gist of it. Let me go ahead and add his little things on the side of his arms. So I'm going to go to insert a cube again. I really like that belt. It's kind of surprising. Like, you know, there's a little bit of geometry which I can always hide that. Wait, what was I sculpting on? Oh, wait, what? Oh, it was the belt still. Okay, that's why I was like, why is this not going away? There it goes. Cool. Alright, so back to this here. I'm going to turn this on. So I'm going to let's delete this. Because I don't need that. I primarily need... Actually, I don't need that one either. Let's go ahead and elongate this, and then I'll bring this into the geometry right here. Flatten this a bit. Rotate this. Let me show you what I'm, you know, if you're not familiar with All Might. Oh, I showed it earlier, but I'm trying to make those things on his arm right here. The, is my pointer visible on the screen? No, it isn't. I'm trying to make those little spikes on his arm right there. And then I'll start detailing his clothing in a bit after I get the shoes going, get the form of his feet. And then I know what's really bothering me is I really want his hair to look like what it's supposed to look like, so I'll probably mess with that a bit. Like I like to add more of a spikes, maybe even like let's enlarge this a bit. I hop over the place when I sculpt, so I bounce around. It's kind of important though to bounce around. I need the snake hook brush in this case. I want to do this. It's been a while since I've used this, the move function for the line here. It's kind of cool. Just make it a little straighter. There it goes. Gonna add a little bit of that, the line, that's the teeth line. Just a little swiggly. Well, in a way, the whole reason why it is, you know, it's the way the teeth line up, and usually the canine teeth is kind of the dipping point, which is more like, yeah, it's right around there. You know, you got the two front teeth, so that's kind of why there's a little dip and back up. Because what happens, you got your, I'll draw here real quick. I always undo it. So you usually got your two front teeth here, and then you have a smaller tooth, and then you have a canine tooth right here. But as I don't do all that, so I kind of make it according to that. And the thing is that, like, you don't really see his eyes. It's gonna be a painted shadow. For his eyebrows, he's got this kind of this weird, doesn't make sense kind of eyebrows, like the way the hair is. Let's switch to his hair. Not of me going everywhere, so hair is fun. There's a lot of back and forth with your subtract and your stuff. Now, it's important that when you're sculpting that instead of just going just automatically, sometimes you have to have something at the start and something at the end, and then you connect them, connect the dots, I suppose. So I want to make sure I have an idea of the overall kind of what I want to have back here. This crazy. So it's going to be some, I guess, like this. Now I can go ahead and start kind of connecting it. Because, you know, the anime is a little strange. Like sometimes just when something's drawn, it's not the same as kind of the, I don't know, like it's just sometimes things don't make sense, but it makes sense in that scene. So Also, I need to increase the resolution of this Dynamesh. No, I need to go to 150 probably. His hair has a very noticeable stepping kind of pattern, so I need to make sure I might have to use a flatten brush for parts of it. So it needs to be some deep kind of changes. When it comes to anime hair, I just keep it symmetrical. Unless it's one of those hairstyles. There's certain hairstyles that, you know, there's times to keep things symmetrical and other times to not. You know, it's about layering the hair. You know, you never really just kind of just sculpt the hair perfectly. You just like, the hair becomes more perfect with more like you layer at times. Different kind of brush sizes. You just kind of, oh, that's not good. That's not what I want. The good thing it's digital. Well, actually, the way I would make it if I was doing traditional is I'd probably take the edge of one of my middle tools. It's like a kind of like a, it looks kind of like a knife, kind of a weird pointed knife, and then I just would use the side of it to kind of carve these details in, and kind of stack it, or kind of. I need a side view of his head. I don't have all the reference that I should have. Let's see. I don't have a side view. Like, I feel like his hair should be more staggered and pointed and curled. So BSH for the heck of it. Snake hook brush when in doubt. Snake hook it. Some parts are not making sense. There it goes. I'm not sure if his hair is layered with a couple of spikes. So I'm going to try to do the best I can with this, and then I'll work on this on my own time probably. Oh my gosh. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do what I think is right now, and then I'm going to duplicate the hair. The hair needs to be longer, I think, a bit. For now, let's duplicate that. And go back to here and do what I just did. And I'll compare contrast later. No, I like the hair kind of curled up right there. Do I? Yeah, I'll keep it up like that, and then let me switch back to the other hair. Alright, cool. Alright, back to these arm things right here. Now, what I'm going to do here is just to To make a noticeable line in this, I'm just gonna go ahead and use this line, but to do that, I'm gonna go to BZM, the Z modeler tool. I'm gonna go ahead and just make 2 lines, not exactly a crease. It's just to insert like I did for the belt. I want to mask the I'll actually slide that real quick actually. Slide. Just so that I can have a noticeable line. It's like using the Damien brush, the damn standard brush, but with more precision. So I'm gonna go mask. I guess I could do like Q mesh it, but that's not what I want. I want to mask it. I want to mask the edge, not edge loop complete, just the edge, because I want to mask that. Wait, what the heck? Didn't slide. Oh, duh. I didn't slide edge loop complete. Now let's try that again. Okay. Now let me go ahead and mask. Oh, I'll do mask edge loop complete, because what I'm gonna do is, actually I'm not sure. Let me just do it. It's whatever. I'll figure it out later. What kind of detail I want this to be. Oh my gosh, let me just shrink that down. There it goes. Do that. Let's go ahead and, whoa. Oh, that's right. I had the hair. Wait, what? Oh, there it goes. That was weird. Oh, no wonder. Hold on. Gotta mask that right there. Shrink that down. So see, it's very precise. There, that's his little arm thing, and I can always mess with the thickness of it. Oh, okay, not like that. Or whatever, but that's just for the form's sake. I think before I end this for All Might here, I think I'll sculpt a rough outline of the clothing, just for maybe part of the time lapse that I'll try to make later for it. Oh, what? Oh, the arm seems a little too short. Let me see. What I'd like to do is what I like to do to determine if the arms are short is if I like to mask. So I like to mask the part here, and I like to. There's a certain rule to it. Oh man, why am I have to see? Oh, no, never mind. I'm like, at first I thought I had, for some reason I was to see the line on it, like the topology lines. I like to mask this right here, and then what I like to do is I like to then turn multiple on, turn that on, turn this off, and then I like to kind of, whoa, his hair is still selected. So as you can see here, that I could, yeah, I think I could probably lengthen his arms. Let me just try it real quick. Yeah, so. Yeah, so let me check. I usually use mine, so I have this kind of reference. So yeah, it's actually a pretty good call. It was kind of bothering me too. Yeah, so based on this and then this here. me do this. What's the percentage I'm increasing it, scaling it to? I'm scaling it to about 1.0. Hold on. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to lengthen his arms real quick. But I don't want to have this selected at all. I'll just pose it later. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and lengthen it. Yeah, I'd say that's... Oh, what the heck did I do there? Oh, shoot. Whoa, there's multiple of them. Whoa. No. No, I'm kidding. Let me get rid of that. Something that used to surprise me and freak me out when I actually undo edits mode. Let's move that there. No, it wasn't just you. It was it's definitely a thing. I have to check the arms every so often to make sure they're the right length. Also, what I like to do is I like to take this tool here, the transpose line here. You see this line right here? It's a great measuring tool. You can see in the top left up here, as I move this line around. Oops. I move this line around. Oh, come on. Yeah, there it goes. The units change. So it's a great measuring tool. So to change that feature, I like to go to you have to go to preferences. So say I take from this to like maybe the top of his head, right there. This is supposed to be like the ideal body size. That should be about half his length from the top of his head to right here. So I'll just say that. I'll just call that 1. Why not? Actually, yeah, I'll call it 1. Preference. I'll call it 4. Like usually it's supposed to be about 4 heads high. Let me see. Modifier. No, preferences. Transpose units. Let's make that 4. Usually it's 4 heads length. So then I can just take this here. I should be able to move this down. Yeah, see, it's about half. So the length of his body and overall is fine. Which is good. Yeah, which is awesome. Alright. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, I'm trying to switch between all my stuff, and there it goes. No, I was like, it's a good call. Good call. That's a good idea to check that stuff every so often. I think I'll start kind of. It's gonna be a very simple pose. It's gonna be the one I showed in the picture earlier. It's gonna be not that one. It's gonna be the one on the far right. It's gonna be the one on the far right. No, not that one. So on the far right here, if you look at this picture here, it's gonna be that pose. Just because he seems to like, it's like kind of the dramatic hero pose. It's not my default pose too. A lot of times I like to pose the character like that. So I'm gonna just go ahead and start posing. I'm gonna just save this share real quick. Save as All Might. Yes, I know. I want to replace it. Yes, and save as All Might. Pose start. I really like this gizmo tool, man. I'm really happy with them adding that. So usually so what usually happens, it starts kind of rough, and then, I'll clean it up, whatnot. Since it's kind of a low resolution already, since I haven't added too much detail to it, that it should be fine when I start posing it. But I'm just going to make sure I keep certain parts of it masked strongly masked, so it doesn't. I should do this because I might accidentally mask the arm. Doesn't deform too much. There it goes. Now let me go ahead to here, and then I'm not too concerned about this here, this issue right here, which I'll later on go ahead and. Oh yeah, that's not looking too good. Now the problem is, the reason why it's doing that is because I don't have it positioned just right. Which, I'll cut that off right there and fix it up. Hold on. I just want to rotate his arms out a bit. Actually, let's do this. Before I go into that crazy nonsense, let me go ahead and bend his arm first. Also, I need to make sure I have my multiple subtools turned on. Let's check. Alright, cool, it's working. Now, it's important when you mask correctly. So I'll make sure I have the elbow point selected. Then I'm going to go ahead and, so I'm going to see right here is how sharp it is. But if I click on this, whoa, not like that. It kind of feathers it a bit, lightens the mask along the edge so it bends better. So I want to make sure I place this in the joint. Ideally closer to the elbow, because the elbow is where the arm bends. Okay, another important thing I have to do is make sure I not mask. It's polygroup, but I need to make sure I polygroup it in the sense that if I want to ever do this again, I want to go ahead and be able to just click on it and pose it, because once the geometry starts overlapping, it's going to be an issue. Oh. There it goes. So let's go ahead and switch that and bend the arm. So see, it's still kind of quite natural here. Still, it has that kind of bend here. So that's kind of the importance of having kind of a low kind of geometry, low polygon count. Then I have to turn the arm over here. Oh, that's not what I want to do. No. No, don't worry about it. It's all good, it's all good. Need to just position this right. Now, it's going to be a little wonky, don't get me wrong. And at that point, I'm going to have to just fix it later. you know, I'll fix it and everything. Like this, the triceps not make any sense, so I'll pull that over and everything in a bit. Just take some. Just some resculpting. This is a little wonky indeed. I think I might turn his arm over a little too much. It's all part of the process. Oh my gosh, come on. Come on. Let's hide this real quick. Oh wait! Ah! Ah, no! I had it selected. Sorry, yeah, I just... Oh yeah, good night, yeah, crap. Don't tell me I was posing it and I... yeah. That was very rare for that to happen. Okay, well, I think I can. Let me see if I can show you what I was doing. Okay. Go back to this here. Okay. 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 So, I was masking, feathering it. I was moving the arm. Here, it was looking very strange. See the geometry right there. I don't want to click on it by accident and then lose it. And then, it's looking good, so I was like, oh dear. So I was like, posing it. I was trying to move it a bit here. Now sculpting the shoulders in a bit. Sculpting the biceps because they are lacking. Sculpting the arms again. Biceps. The triceps. Or the triceps again. Always pulling the arm out. Now I was masking it because and separating it because yeah, so yeah. Yeah, so see a Ninja Diffusal, I was a little late. I was so preoccupied in trying to sculpt it that I forgot to change my reference. Change the image that you guys were seeing. I hope that helped right there. Trying to show you guys that real quick. No, what I'm worried about doing is I don't want to. Well, if I do Dynamesh, it just Dynamesh is going to fuse the model here. Kind of what I don't want right now. Although it is ideal, it would be easier to kind of work with. Thanks, Ninja Diffusal guy. Yeah, I was like, oh, you know what? I don't remember switching my reference or not my reference, my screen for everyone. Crud. I knew that was going to eventually happen again. Why did that have to happen again? CM transpose. Whoa, that's not good. Wait, I have local symmetry on. Crap. Just trying to elongate this correctly. I need to have his hands more on his belt, and I need to bring his thumbs out more. Which will all be in good time. We rotate now, put multiple on. we go. That's better. There it goes. I might have these arm spikes printed separately and then connected, because as I said before, any sharp corners like this is gonna be ugly. So I'm probably gonna have this printed and insert into the arms. Now, since the shoulders are rotated forward, I should really bring this out right here. Bring that down right there. And this is really ugly. It's not making any sense. BDS right here. BCB, and then this needs to be taken out right here, brought out a bit more. I might have to rotate his arm actually a little more inwards. I look at it. Oh no! The belt isn't masked. There it goes. I don't know. Maybe that is fine. Hold on. Whatever, I can always fix it later. I'll work on his. Gonna work on his fist right here. It just looks too blocky. This is what I used for the what is it called? The Funko figures. So you know, obviously it's not right. beef this up a bit here. Get that pinky separation right there. Not pinky separation, but the kind of block that out real quick right there. It's looking questionably better. The pinky kind of folds in right here. Points at the hand, I suppose you could think of it. CB. Scan there. I think I'm gonna take a break from this one now. I'll move on to the next one. The one girl, and then I'll rotate back to the bird guy again. Tokoyami, Yami or something. Tokoyama, I think sounds about right. So let me go ahead and I think I'm gonna have to make this another parter probably towards later tonight because I will need a break in between. No, but it's looking great though. File. Let's save this as post start 2. I'm probably going to regret this, but I'm going to save an undo history version of this as well. It's going to take a few seconds for it to save. Oh, that was actually faster than I thought. It's going to take. Let me switch to the female one now, the female character. Is this it? Or is this it? Hold on. Or is it this one? I think it's this one. What is her name again? The female character, her academia, Ura Ochako. Copy. I'm just updating my broadcasts real quick here. Chaco, paste. Of course. So I'll work on her a little bit and then switch back to the bird guy, and then I'm going to take a break. And I'll start sculpting again in like probably 6 hours or something. Gotta do other stuff. Hold on, I'll be right back. Hold on. Oh my gosh, I can't find my broadcasting software. Oh, here it is. Okay, I'm back. Alright, so let's see. So I guess I'll go ahead and start. Let me get my things. I'm going to switch over. There it goes. There it goes. Alright, yeah, so this is her. So I'm going to go to here, VCB here, and I'm going to probably go to BSV, Smooth Valley. Just kind of blend this right here. BSM for regular smooth. Oh no. There it goes. Gonna switch to here, mask that, hide the hand. Oh no! I had the wrong thing selected. Gosh dang it all. Again. So basically I was just doing all this changes right here. So good thing is I can always go back and show it. So I was just kind of just doing this. I was just filling that in right there. Just slowly so you can see what I was doing. But I was just basically just fixing the clothing issue. Just fixing it, trying to fill everything in. Right there, and boom, this is where I'm at right now. Gosh dang it all. Did it again. Those are looking pretty good. So I could find my rights. Oh, there it is. Correct. Alright, now what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to go ahead and... Oh my gosh, what was I going to do? Bring that back. Bring this back. Rotate this. Oh, I'm getting hungry again. And also I need to work out again. I've been having this workout routine where I need to do... Basically, it's exercising every day for about an hour or so. Just basically trying to do push-ups, different kinds of push-ups, incline push-ups, decline. There's different ones, so it works the overall chest, but then some sit-ups, maybe some leg and back exercises. And then I've been really trying to control my eating. Like I'm not overweight or anything. I'm like average tone, I guess. But I munched on something about maybe 5 hours ago. So it was cream cheese and crackers. Like it was just something that was just kind of easy to eat real quick, so I could get sculpting real quick. My stomach's telling me it needs to eat again. Maybe it wasn't such a smart idea to say I would finish all these characters today. Well, I was going to finish the bird guy today, but I wanted to finish these other characters today as well, but I have to also work on some other commission pieces. Easy. Let's polygroup some of these. So I need I want to extract some of the oh, I don't even have the right thing open too. Hold on, I need to check my reference images of the character. I don't have it visible right now. Oh, stomach. Stop it. Stop it. She has these thingamajigs on her arms here. Her suit. I guess I'll try this. How does this look like? Let me turn double on, hold on. Display properties, double. Yeah, that's fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and Q mesh this, but I'm going to extract the mesh. Then I'm going to Q mesh this. Then I'm going to shrink it. Kind of like that. add an edge loop here. Actually, let me add a multiple edge loop. There it goes. Now I'm going to go ahead and mask. Where is the mask option? Come on. It's alphabetical order. Get it right, Jared. There it goes. Alright. Slowly trying to get that right there. Or maybe mess with the belts a little real quick. I want to go ahead and actually fuse this together here. Let me go ahead and go to my geometry and see the mirror and weld option. So I'm going to move this. I'm going to go to BMV and then I'm going to turn symmetry off and I'm going to, do I drag it this way and mirror and weld? No, I drag it the other way to mirror and weld it. That's fine. So now I'm mirrored and welded. Now it's one piece of geometry, which is perfect. I'm going to go ahead and actually, I didn't realize these were the same poly groups or the same group, so I'm going to split the hidden. I'm going to quick save, and then I'm going to split. It scares me every time it does that. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to polygroup. So I'm gonna go ahead and Z mesh this. Keep groups. Do I want to keep groups? Yeah, I want to keep groups, but let's not worry about. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of like that. Try that again. Kind of like that, right there. I don't have to dynamesh. I'm going to have to zero mesh this right here. Same adaptive, keep groups. Do I have groups on? I do. So let me see what's changed. All right. to shrink part of this down, so I'm gonna these are all separate, so I'm gonna go ahead and hide that. I'm gonna go ahead and auto group this. However, I want to mirror and weld because that alone is going to be a pain. So mirror and weld right there, so I don't accidentally. Oh, it's fine. But I'll hide all of this, but I should probably go ahead and like hide this here and then just go ahead and, oh no, cancel that, and just kind of do that because it's not necessary for me to have that separate anymore, the polygroup part. Now I'm just trying to think about how I would go about this right here. I think I'm going to go ahead and make these the same so that I have better control. There it goes. Uh-oh. Okay, we'll try that again. So I'm going to unmask. Well, I'm trying to. Okay, there it is. Let me try that again. Okay. I just have to mask this edge loop. 1, 2. Boom, boom. insert multiple edge loop. I'll have to figure it out at another time. I want to duplicate. Go back to this one and then undo everything I just did to that. Not undo everything, but it's kind of like a save undo file, I suppose. Just for the time being. Okay, I'm just gonna save this file. Save as 5. I think that's good. I'm gonna go ahead and switch back. Hold on. There it goes. See, it's getting there. This one right here. I keep calling him Bird Guy. I really need to. Tokoyami. Fumikage Tokoyami. Doesn't roll off the tongue. Save or copy. So I'm trying to switch back to my. I think I'm pretty much wrapping it up at this point. The video will be uploaded after I stop this. The YouTube has to process it first. Alright, I think that's, if you're just joining, I'm just going to go ahead and show this real quick, but that's what I was working on. I was also working on All Might and Uchako, I think her name is. But look at this piece is getting there. It's almost done. But this video will be up of me working on this one as well as the 2 other characters. I think I'll try to broadcast later tonight. I need to take a break and work on the commissions and eat and work out a bit. If you have any questions right now before I go, I'd be more than happy to answer it. But all these different subgroups right here, and I'll be, B, C, B, I'll be sculpting, detail onto this later on. But no, it's getting there, I guess I'll work a little bit longer. But let me go back to my reference here. So yeah, I'm gonna just kind of separate this here, throw this in here. Just want to make sure these are BCB, kind of just kind of have it kind of flow here. Dragon Ball Z kind of hair here. Maybe move this. So I'll do this for maybe 5 more minutes and I'm going to call it a wrap for right now. I'll see if I can broadcast later today, hopefully finishing this, as I was saying earlier before. Just give me a break, time to eat, do other stuff. I might just do a lot of Twitch broadcasting probably. Just because I think Twitch is a little more lenient with their data usage or something. I ran some issues with YouTube, something about my API being exceeded or something. I couldn't broadcast. Try to see what I can do right now. This is quite nice to be able to kind of sculpt friggin' like traditional. I've been restricted to to doing a lot of well, I kind of restrict myself, I guess you can say. Normally I don't usually do this process until much later, the whole posing and then detailing to the pose. But I insist, if anyone has any questions, I'd be more than happy to explain or yeah. I don't know. get these kind of stretched lines right here for these pants. The pants kind of crease right here. Not too worried about the other side of him right here, so I'm just gonna What else? I guess I should start working on a sleeve here. I think that's what's kind of bothering me as well. So I should really work on creating that sleeve of his. Just not making any. Oh my gosh! Whoa! So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead to let me quick save. I'm going to extract. I'm going to keep it separate for now. Let's go 0.01. I'm going to extract that. Nope, still way too thick. 0.005. Sure, let's accept that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to separate this right here. Then I'm going to go ahead and delete that. That's a delete hidden. Oh, it already is deleted. And I think I dynamesh. Did I dynamesh? No, it's what the heck. Let me just go ahead and close hold now. There it goes. I'm gonna go ahead and oh wow, that's not good. So the problem is that I don't want that in there, so hold on. There's gonna be a problem later, so I need to get rid of this now. Polygroup. I don't know. Display properties, double. Oh, there it goes. Then I'll hide that. Then I will go ahead and delete. Now it's not any more issues, is there? Oh, it's fixed. Cool. There. There it goes. Then I'll sculpt this and whatnot. I'll cut off the part of the arm right here so I don't, whatever. But I'd like to say thanks for stopping by. I'm going to probably try broadcasting again later today. If I can't broadcast on YouTube, I'll try broadcasting on Twitch. Same name, Cray Sculptor. And yeah, then I'll upload it onto YouTube with the results because I don't have the Twitch Premium anymore, Twitch Prime. I used to, but I didn't really use it too much. But I'm going to use the upload feature for the YouTube upload feature, so that it could be saved on YouTube. But no, it's looking nice. I'm not sure if I want to go for this flame here, because right here earlier I had two different bodies here. I know I said I was going to stop and continue later, but I had this flame one in mind. If I can select the right one. Basically it'd be like a flame here. Ignore the hand on the left side here. It could be something like this. Maybe. I wasn't too sure. I kind of like the arm, but the flame wouldn't be a bad idea. Save me more time when printing and cleaning it up. But I might just stick to like with this one. Nah, I'm kind of liking the flame now. Just kind of keep it consistent with kind of like the way his head is. And I'll do the same with the body. It's gonna look nice. That's all I can say. It's gonna look nice. All right. But this video will be up. You can always view it and everything right now. But once I end the broadcast, it won't be up until probably an hour from now. Very long broadcast. It's been a while since I've done something this long. As I said before, I'll probably be on Twitch instead if I can't go on YouTube, and then I'll just go ahead and import it to YouTube afterwards. So yeah, thanks for stopping by, and until later or next time.